Join me today for the mid-July 2025 GenCon update. This is the Geek Cabal channel. If you've not been here before, my name is Bobbie, and today we're going to be doing an update on GenCon 2025. This is approximately the middle of July. By the time this video is uploaded, it'll be approximately 2 weeks until GenCon. So, not a very big update, just a few things definitely worth mentioning. So, the big one up front is GenCon sent out an email yesterday. I'm recording this on Tuesday, so yeah, I believe it was Monday. They sent out an email stating that they anticipate that 4-day and Saturday badges will sell out before the show starts. So if that's the case, then by the time the show starts, they will only have Thursday, Friday, and Sunday badges available. Sorry to interrupt the video, but there was a further update before I got this up there. GenCon is going to be ending sales of the 4-day and Saturday badges Friday, July 18th at noon Eastern. So you definitely need to get your badge now if you're going to. And likewise, they believe that the other 3 single-day badges will likely be sold out before July 31st, meaning there might not be any badges for sale on site. So there for sure will not be the 4-day and Saturday, because they're going to end those sales Friday, July 18th at noon Eastern. So plan accordingly. Now back to the video. So if for whatever reason you have not bought your badge yet and you intend on going, you are strongly advised to do so immediately. Now at this point, you have missed the window to have it shipped to you, so you will have to pick it up at will call. But what I'm trying to get at is every other time they've sent this email out, which I want to say is 3 times, they have sold out like they anticipated. So this isn't smoke and mirrors. This isn't some attempt to get you to drive up sales or anything. It's to the best of my knowledge. Kind of related to this, I finally had someone comment on one of the videos who's not in the United States. And I have mentioned before in our update videos, usually it's myself and Chad. We've got some scheduling issues at the moment. And this is relatively important news, so I wanted to get it out there just in case you're following my videos and not subscribed to the GenCon emails. Or if you're a first timer, you're just happening to search for one of these videos, hopefully it saves you some heartache if you're able to see this and be like, oh, I need to get my badge now. I always advise people to have their stuff shipped to you. I have seen people online who prefer will call, and in just a moment I'll elaborate on a very specific scenario that I would have considered far-fetched, except I lived through it. So, anyway, I always advise people in the United States to have their stuff shipped to you. And I've always mentioned, and the caveat I always throw in, is that I have no idea what potential complications will arise as far as overseas shipping, or if it's even an option. Because I had a gentleman from Canada post a comment on our last video, where he said that he has never been able to have them sent to him in Canada. So I don't know if this is a ubiquitous problem in Canada, or if this is just overseas in general. I say overseas, obviously Canada isn't overseas, I should say outside of the country. So if you are outside of the country, please comment down below, let me know. But yeah, so that's confirmation that at least one person in Canada can't have them sent to him, so he has to do will call. So yeah, so that's why I say things like that, because I don't know what complications you're going to run into. Now that's, at this particular point, that doesn't matter. If you're watching this before GenCon 2025, we're well past the cutoff for having it shipped to you. But if you're watching this after the show and you're thinking about going into a later year, whatever year you happen to be in the future, then just be advised that if you're outside the U.S., there might be some complications in having it shipped to you. Now, that specific scenario I mentioned, I saw in the Fans of GenCon Facebook group, which if you're going or thinking about going, you should join. It's run by people local to Indianapolis. It's a very informative group. They have people from GenCon post on there, especially this year since the GenCon forums are down at the moment, or down and will be before the show, up till sometime after the show. Someone mentioned that there's a specific reason that they go for will call, and that is just in case they accidentally get their badges in the mail and something were to happen to them, like them accidentally being thrown away. Now, I did see some posts to the effect of, well, how does that happen? I did not chime in, but that in fact happened to us last year. I'm not going to elaborate on a ton of details on that, because I'm not saying this to make anyone, to bring back not so great memories or anything. But last year that happened to us, to myself and my friend Chris. And so we found out the hard way that there is a policy in place to deal with this. It's not ideal, but it is totally understandable. So, as someone asked the question, well, what if that happens and they're sold out? Well, they will replace the badges, because they did sell you a badge. So, they believe you up to a point, that they believe you that the badge did disappear. Not enough to give you one for free, though. You have to re-buy the badge. So if you do buy one, and something does happen to it, you can re-buy it, even if they're sold out. So that is a thing, but you will be paying full price for it. Now, this is one of those, there's a silver lining to this kind of scenario. If your events are all digital tickets, they're tied to the badge. So by rebuying the badge, it's a new copy of the same badge. So it has the same barcode, so it has the same tickets on it. So any digital tickets you had, you do not have to rebuy. Physical tickets, though, you do, because they're gone and they have to be replaced. So, it's a two steps back, one step forward, I guess. Best analogy there. So that's why some people do elect to go to will call. Now, I like to avoid will call because it's a needless trip downtown, because we stay in Greenwood, and by the time we typically get up there, and because we all have jobs, we don't just go there at noon. Like apparently some people do, because they're always like, well, how on earth do you get there where there's no will call line? Well, we go at noon. Well, I've never been there at noon, so I assume there probably is no will call line at noon. But I can tell you, you get to be about 6, 7 o'clock at night, the will call line is out the door to the baseball stadium at the other end of the convention center. So, not ideal in my opinion, but so in the future, just bear that in mind. So, anyway, got some other information here. We do know what the Hot Box pizza will be this year. That is the Chili Con Carnage pizza, which is going to feature a chili base instead of the normal pizza sauce, hot dogs, mozzarella, and potato chips. I'm going to give this one a try, because usually the Hot Box pizza, it seems like about 75% of the time it's got some combination of sauces or something, or it's stupidly spicy, and I'm just like, no, I'm not going to mess with that. This, while it does sound potentially not good, it doesn't sound disgusting, so I'm going to try it to find out if it's any good. Likewise, the Sun King Brewery's official drink for GenCon this year is apple cider. Not cider, cider. Although I think it is a cider. I don't know. I'm not a big alcohol person. This is a root beer, Although in some of the other recent videos, I've been drinking the hard Mountain Dews. Those aren't bad, by the way. Not an official endorsement or anything, but the Baja Blast ones are pretty good. So anyway, I will be trying that one. That one does sound good. Apparently there are 4 different cans. So I guess if you're a can collector, you like some different artwork, here's another thing for you to collect. It's a smart move. You're in a building full of people that are all about collecting things, typically. That's a big part of gaming, so... so they will be, I believe they'll be open Wednesday for the like the kind of block party. It's not quite the opening ceremony, but it's like a big block party thing. Never actually gone to it, but I took Wednesday off work this year, and Chris and I might try to go down there to it. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so those are the big news events. Just some other notices. Don't plan on being able to park at the underground parking underneath the Circle Center Mall. That is apparently closed. The food court is apparently still open, even though it's basically a ghost town. I'm given to understand that the other half of the mall, because the mall takes up 2 city blocks, from what I understand, that half is closed. I think including the skywalk over to it. But the above ground parking for the mall is still open. They're getting ready to like basically tear down and rebuild part of the mall as I think apartments or something. I have not been downtown Indianapolis in the last several months, so I can't tell you how far along the construction of the new hotel is. I saw some pictures the other day, but they're a couple months old. It looks like a lot of the framework is built up, so you'll be able to see it right outside the window because it's right across the street from where the Pan Am Plaza used to be. Yeah, I think that's about it for this update. Just a reminder, in case you didn't see the other update, there have been some changes to what you can and cannot bring into the dealer's hall as far as like strollers and things like that. You cannot bring wagons or anything like that, anything on wheels basically, unless it is a stroller and has a child in it. So like you can't use the stroller as your carry-all anymore. Now you can still bring the unwieldy giant backpacks in case you feel like being that guy, and I have no doubt that plenty of people will elect that option. But yeah, so there's none of that anymore, but part of this is because they are going to have a bag check area where you can secure your goods, although you need to remove them by I had this in the other video, but I'm going to talk right here. I had it in the other video, but I believe it is 7 o'clock. It's like an hour after the dealer hall closes. It might be 2 hours after. Otherwise, you're going to have to pay for overnight storage, and I don't know what the fee for that will be. This is a test run. This is the first year they're offering this kind of service. We'll see how it goes. Then, the other areas of the convention center, however, are not affected by this. It's only the dealer hall. The other thing is, it appears that they have updated some of their terms of service. They do not want people stopping and clogging up the walkways inside the dealer hall to take pictures of characters in costume, or people in costumes of characters. I don't know if this is actually a new policy, but it appears to be a new policy. They didn't say anything about any updates, but people noticed it in the policy, so it could have been there for years and no one noticed. But everyone believes it's probably new. So don't be that person that's doing that. Try to take pictures outside the dealer's hall. I know it's very inconvenient if you're in the dealer's hall and you're like, hey, I'd love to take your picture. Like, do you want to follow me for 20 minutes to get out of here and take my picture? Like, that's obviously inconvenient for everybody. I don't think they have any issue if you're on what I call the back side of the dealer's hall, which is the opposite side from where you come in. Because on the other side, there are non-public doors back there, and there's a big broad open area because there's no booths set up. And it's usually people sitting up against the walls and on the floor, and it's a pretty open area, and it's probably easier to get to than getting out of the dealer's hall and mingling around. So anyway, just keep that in mind. But yeah, that's about it. If you got any kind of questions, shoot them to us. I'll try to answer. Done so in the past. Several videos get questions all the time, actually. So yeah, let me know down in the comments if you got any questions. Otherwise, like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you like the video and want more of this kind of information, keep an eye out in about 2 weeks for some videos from the convention. I don't know if I'm going to be doing shorts from the convention because I found out about a month and a half ago that shorts, because of the way the algorithm works, could actually kind of derail the channel. So I haven't totally committed to it yet, but I'm probably just going to make a separate channel for shorts so that it's only the shorts, so the algorithm's only counting short stuff over there. If I do, there'll be an announcement on here, and in my videos, I'll be like, hey, check out the shorts, and the shorts like, hey, check out the other channel, and all that fun stuff. Because, like, I do have a couple shorts from last year that have, you know, pretty high viewing numbers for our videos. So I might go ahead and make them, but they might be under the other channel. But there'll be announcements if they are, or you'll come across them naturally or whatever. But yeah, so anyway, like I said, like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Sharing and commenting help us grow the channel. Subscriptions, obviously, that's the name of the game here on YouTube. And we appreciate everyone that helped us get over 500 not too long ago. And hopefully you stick with us. And yeah, if there's anything you'd like to see from GenCon, let me know down in the comments. I'll try to get pictures or video or something of it. But yeah, that's all I've got. So I'll be seeing you folks later.